Present today is Lorraine Nencel from HOIMAS from Kenya, who's one of the sex worker-led organizations we work with. Now, what I find very fascinating about this call and what makes us, gives us a challenge is the fact that we are demanded to have different types of knowledge. We need academic knowledge in our research. We need more practical-oriented knowledge, and that has different types of knowledge for different types of people. For HOIMAS, it's different than, for example, SOA AIDS, who, by the way, were the ones that chose HOIMAS and NICAT as the organizations because they're in two different projects they're already dealing with. So that's another layer of knowledge we have there. I'm not going to go into the content of my research because you can read the research proposal. Okay, so we have a very special methodology, which is not as special since I've heard other people saying more or less the same sort of things. We are very participatory, but one of the things is we have 3 different phases of research. Each knowledge leads into the next research phase. And each participatory method that we're using in different phases, and whether that's financial literacy training or policy labs or the cultural festival, has a double value. Spaces of reflection for the participants, which is the motive for change, or on an individual or strategic level, and also as academic data, yeah? So this enables us to produce the different types of knowledge needed to complete the research goals, which are both capacity building and knowledge production. With that said, I'd like to give the floor to Dennis, who I think it's interesting to see how an organization itself thinks they can use the knowledge in knowledge output and uptake.
I am Dennis Nzioka from HOIMAS. I represent one of the consortium partners in this research. So after the research in phase 3, there's the sharing of the knowledge that we've gotten. And what we're going to do is we're going to identify the key actors that we did in phase 1 and try and share that knowledge either through, for example, an inclusive workshop where we're going to share that knowledge with some of the strategic actors and stakeholders. For the sex workers themselves, we're going to be more creative and innovative. We're going to have a hands-on approach where we have decided to use media, various forms of media, like theater, like film and photos, to ensure that the message passes across. Some of our consortium partners are into the health and HIV angle, and so they're really looking forward with this knowledge. How are they going to use that to intervene in some of the HIV programs that they are working for that target sex workers specifically? It's over. That was quick. But as Professor John S. Mbiti told me in one of the meetings, when you're having a lecture, he told me 5 B's. Be beef, brother, be brief. And I think I've ensured to that.